Hello students, today I am going to explain the first poem, My Mother at 66. First we talk about the poet. This poem is written by Kamala Das. Kamala Das was born on 31st March 1934 in Malabar, Kerala. She is recognized as one of the India's foremost poets. Her works are known for their originality and the indigenous flavor of the soil. Kamala Das has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhavi Kutti. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust and a collection of short stories, in addition to 5 books of poetry. Next, we talk about the poem. The poem My Mother at 66 is a beautiful reflection of Kamala Das's sensitivity as a writer. It highlights her deep understanding of the complexities of human relationships. This poem is one of the finest examples of the human bonding, especially that of mother and daughter. It describes the pain and fear of the poet of losing her mother due to harsh reality of life, which is death. Before we begin poem, I want students you write down word meanings. So first word is doze. It means sleep lightly for a short time. Second, ashen, pale and grey like ash, or another meaning is lifeless. Corpse, dead body. Sprinting, running very fast. Merry, happy. Spilling, coming out quickly. Van, colorless. Ache, a continuous feeling of pain. Let's begin with the poem. So, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doors open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Till here, till corpse, I am going to explain. The poetess had gone to her hometown to visit her mother on Friday morning. She was returning. She was driving down to the airport at Cochin. Her 66-year-old mother had accompanied her to the airport to see her off. Mother was sitting beside her. On the way, when the poet turned to her old mother, she saw that her mother had dozed off and her mouth was slightly open. Her face was pale and lifeless, just like a dead body, and realizes with pain that she thought away. So the lifeless and the faded face of her mother pains her heart, and poetess has become disturbed and looked, but soon put that thought away, looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. So to change her thought, she looks outside. She sees lush green trees which are speeding away the opposite direction. This is so because the car was moving at a high speed. She also sees a group of children seem to be enjoying while coming out of their homes. They represent happiness and spontaneous overflow of life. So the world outside is full of life and activities. Here trees are sprinting as trees are running along with the speedy car, and when any car or when any speedy movement is there, then the things outside also seems to be running away with them. It is very common experience. So here poet want to highlight one thing, the contrast and comparison. The contrast situation inside the car and outside the car. Inside the car there is a mother who represent passive life, and the outside children who are very energetic, so enthusiastic, full with energy, filled with lot of activities. Next, but after the airport security check, after reaching the airport and going through security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan, pale as a late winter's moon, So, after security check, the poet, who was standing a few yards away from her mother, once again looks at her mother's lifeless, faded face, which seems dull and colorless, like a late winter's moon. It has lost its shine and strength. Here, the mother's face has been compared to the late winter's moon, because the moon in the winter season is dim and appears lifeless. It does not look shiny. Similarly, the poet's mother, due to her aging, has become dull. She looks like a corpse, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. Once again, the poet is pained seeing her mother's condition. As her mother was getting older and weak, the poet feels the fear of separation, just as she used to feel during her childhood. As a child, she could not bear the pain of separation from her mother. But now, as her mother has grown old and is about to die, the poet feels that maybe this is the last time that she is seeing her mother. But all I said, "See you soon, Amma," all I did was smile and smile and smile. She tries to hide her fear. She then says that, "Amma, see you soon." She smiles and keeps smiling at her cheerfully. So I hope, student, you understood the poem. Let's discuss about the poetic devices used in the poem. In this poem, many poetic devices are used. First, we discuss about imagery. The poem is full of imagery. If you see the old picture of mother and the picture of trees which are full of life, these all are the beautiful example of imagery. And the young trees is printing. The another example, merry children spelling. Moving next to next poetic device is simile. I hope you all remember simile. A simile is a poetic device that directly compares two things. Or in short, we can say it is a direct comparison which is followed by two words like or as. Here are the two examples. First example, her face ashen like that of a corpse. It is given in the 6th line. And the second example, when pale as a late winter's moon. The next page at the top, this example is given. Next poetic device is repetition. The last line, smile and smile and smile. Why the poet has used smile, smile and smile? What it means? Because here she is trying to assure herself, as she is so scared that her mother might leave her. She does not want to happen in her life. But of course, that is a fact of life, and that is a reality of life which we all have to face. But poet smiles and smile, tells her mother, "See you soon, Amma," because she is controlling her emotions and try to assure herself and reassure herself that they are going to meet very soon. Next poetic device is contrast and comparison. The trees are sprinting, the merry children spelling out their homes. Here the poet is comparing the scene inside and outside of the car. Inside, mother is dozing, but outside children are spilling. They want to play. Trees are sprinting. The trees have been personified here. So here we can say that the two poetic devices are used. One is contrast, the stark contrast between the passive old lady sitting inside the car, and on the other side the children full of joy and happiness. Now next we talk about the rhyme scheme. If you go through the poem, you find, students, there is no particular rhyme scheme. The poem does not have a regular rhyme scheme. It is written in free verse. Now Let's have a quick recap of the poem. The poet with her mother was going to the Cochin airport. Remember? It was Friday morning. On the way, the poet noticed that her mother was sleeping with her mouth open. Her mother's face had lost its glow and color. It was nearly colorless. It was ashen. That is why it looked like a corpse. To change her mind, the poet started looking out of the window. And what did she see? She saw sprinting trees and merry children coming out of their homes to play. So outside life is full of joy and happiness. Alright? Then finally poet reached at the airport, and once again she looked at her mother's face and compares the mother's pale, lifeless face with the winter's moon, as late winter's moon is shineless because it is covered with fog and mist of the winter. In the same manner, mother's face has become dull and lacks brightness due to aging, and felt old familiar ache. What familiar ache did the poet feel? It is an ache of helplessness. It is also a fear of permanent separation from the mother. Her childhood fear comes back. What was the childhood fear that troubled the poet? The poet's childhood fear was that she would lose her mother, though she is scared from inside. But still, she bravely hides her feeling from her mother and said that, "Amma, see you soon," and she smiled and smiled. So, is it clear? So, what did you understand, students? What is the theme of the poem? There are two themes. The theme of aging and the theme of fear of losing our near and dear ones. And also the poet has portrayed very beautifully the beautiful relation between mother and daughter. And of course, a big message is there. We should take care of our aged parents and elderly people as they really expect something from us.